guys, I'm Komal Bangar and welcome to Kharchalogy. We have already started with journal entries and we have done one class for it. We have understood the golden rules of journal entries and what are the approaches that we follow to do an entry. So let's get started. And before starting with the questions that we were doing earlier, let's chant the three golden rules of journal entries. First golden rule for personal account: debit the receiver, credit the giver. Second, for real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And third, for the nominal accounts, debit the expenses, credit the income. This is nothing but the mantra of journal entries. Let's start with the question that we were doing earlier. For that, we have already done the six entries for it. Let's go through what we have covered earlier for this question. Let's get started. We had already started with question number 2. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Mr. Pratap. First, started business with cash 1 lakh, cash purchases 48,000, sold goods to Dev to rupees 10,000, returned defective goods by Dev 1,000, received cash from Dev rupees 8,800 and discount allowed rupees 200. Chandrakant sold goods to Pratap for rupees 20,000. हमने अभी तक इधर तक किया था and now we are going to start with the next transactions. Let's read that. Preetham purchased goods from Pratap rupees 12,000. Paid insurance premium rupees 500. Paid for life insurance premium of Pratap rupees 2,000. Paid cash to Chandrakant rupees 13,780 and discount rupees 200. Bought goods from Pawan, list price rupees 15,000, less 20% trade discount. Paid to Pawan rupees 8,000, paid wages rupees 2,000, advertisement expenses rupees 2,500 and salaries rupees 9,000. Received interest rupees 500, received commission rupees 2,000, purchased furniture for rupees 10,000, sold machinery for rupees 25,000. लेट्स सी कि हमने पिछले क्लास में जो ट्रांजैक्शंस कवर किए थे उसके क्या जर्नल एंट्रीज थे, ये फटाफट वील गो थ्रू एंड देन वील कंटिन्यू विद द नेक्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शंस. कैपिटल आया था बिजनेस में, सो फॉर दैट द एंट्री वॉज कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट क्रेडिट फॉर रुपीज़ 1 lakh. यहाँ cash is our real account, so we will debit what comes in, and capital is a personal account, so we will credit the giver. Then we had done some cash purchase for rupees 48,000. उसका journal entry हमने देखा, purchase account debit to 48,000 to cash account rupees 48,000. इधर since purchase है वो expense है, so we will debit the expense, and cash is a real account, so we will credit what goes out. Then we have sold some goods to Dev. So Dev is a personal account. So we will debit the receiver Dev account debit to sales account. Since sales is an income, we will credit the income. Sales return हुआ था देव से for rupees 1,000. So sales return is an expense to the business. So we will debit the expenses and we will credit the giver. So उससे हमारा एंट्री बनता है सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट डेबिट टू देव अकाउंट. देन हमको कैश मिला फ्रॉम देव जिसमें हमने उसको डिस्काउंट भी दिया. सो कैश हमको मिला, वी विल डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन. देन डिस्काउंट दिया, दैट इज द एक्सपेंस टू द बिजनेस टू. सो वो हुआ आपका डेबिट द एक्सपेंसेस. सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री बनता है कैश अकाउंट डेबिट, डिस्काउंट अलाउड डेबिट टू देव एज वी विल क्रेडिट द गिवर. देन चंद्रकांत से हमने परचेज किया है, सो आपका एंट्री बनता है परचेज अकाउंट डेबिट टू चंद्रकांत अकाउंट. लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द रेस्ट ऑफ द ट्रांजैक्शंस. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. हमने सेल किया है टू प्रीतम, सो आपका एंट्री होगा प्रीतम अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स अकाउंट. ये क्यों होता है पहले देखते हैं. प्रीतम क्या है, पर्सनल अकाउंट है, एंड सेल्स क्या है, नॉमिनल अकाउंट. सो इधर रूल हम फॉलो करते हैं. सिंस प्रीतम को हमने गुड्स सेल किया है तो वो रिसीवर है, सो वी विल डेबिट द रिसीवर। एंड सेल्स हमारा इनकम है, सो वी विल क्रेडिट द इनकम। सो उससे आपका जर्नल एंट्री होगा प्रीतम अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स अकाउंट 12,000। देन हमने इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम पे किया है फॉर द बिजनेस। तो इंश्योरेंस आपके दो अकाउंट्स क्या है इधर, इंश्योरेंस और कैश। इंश्योरेंस इसलिए है क्योंकि वो आपने एक्सपेंस पे किया है, इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम पे किया है, दैट इज़ एन एक्सपेंस टू द बिजनेस, सो वो आपका नॉमिनल अकाउंट हुआ। सो वी विल फॉलो द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट, दैट इज़ डेबिट द एक्सपेंसेस। एंड आपने कैश पे किया है, कैश क्या है, रियल अकाउंट है, सो वी विल क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री हुआ इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट ₹500। देन आपने इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम पे किया है फॉर द प्रोप्राइटर, बट ये आपका बिजनेस का एक्सपेंस है क्या? सिंस हम जर्नल एंट्रीज में सिर्फ बिजनेस एक्सपेंसेस को अकाउंट फॉर करते हैं, सो ये जर्नल एंट्री आपके बिजनेस में नहीं आएगा। हाउएवर इधर सिंस कैश गया है फ्रॉम द बिजनेस फॉर द पर्सनल एक्सपेंस ऑफ द प्रोप्राइटर, तो इधर ये क्या हुआ आपका ड्राइंग्स। सो ड्राइंग्स आपका हुआ पर्सनल अकाउंट एंड कैश बिजनेस का गया है तो हम जर्नल एंट्री डालेंगे। सो कैश अकाउंट इधर आपका रियल अकाउंट है, तो डेबिट द रिसीवर एज ड्राइंग्स हुआ है टू द प्रोप्राइटर, so we will debit drawings account and cash is going out, so we will credit cash account. तो drawings account debit to cash account. Then चंद्रकांत को हमने कैश दिया है एंड उससे हमको डिस्काउंट भी मिला है। सिंस चंद्रकांत को हमने कैश दिया है एंड चंद्रकांत पर्सनल अकाउंट है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, चंद्रकांत के अकाउंट को हम उसका गोल्डन रूल देखेंगे। चंद्रकांत इधर रिसीवर है ऑफ कैश, सो वी विल डेबिट द रिसीवर। देन हमको डिस्काउंट मिला है, ये डिस्काउंट बिजनेस के लिए क्या है, ये डिस्काउंट बिजनेस के लिए इनकम है, सो वी विल क्रेडिट द इनकम। सो डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड विल बी क्रेडिटेड। एंड हमने कैश दिया है, कैश इज़ अ रियल अकाउंट, so cash will also get credited as cash is going out. So आपका journal entry बनता है चंद्रकांत account debit to discount received to cash account. Then हमने पवन से purchase किया है goods. So purchase हमने देखा है ये nominal account है क्योंकि ये business के लिए expense है, so we will debit the expense. एंड हमने पवन से ख़रीदा है, सो पवन इज़ अ गिवर, पवन इज़ अ पर्सनल अकाउंट, सो हम पवन को क्रेडिट करेंगे। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री बनता है परचेजेस अकाउंट डेबिट टू पवन अकाउंट। देन हमने पवन को कैश दिया, सो पवन पर्सनल अकाउंट है, सो पवन इज़ रिसीविंग द कैश, सो हम डेबिट द रिसीवर करेंगे। देन कैश दिया है, कैश इज़ गोइंग आउट, सो हम कैश को क्रेडिट करेंगे। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री क्या बनता है, पवन अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश। देन हमने बहुत सारे एक्सपेंसेस को पे किया है, दैट इज़ आपका वेजेस, एडवर्टीजमेंट एक्सपेंसेस एंड सैलरी। ये सारा एक्सपेंस है टू द बिजनेस, तो ये तीनों अकाउंट आपका डेबिट होगा सिंस ये नॉमिनल अकाउंट है एंड गोल्डन रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट इज डेबिट द एक्सपेंसेस। एंड कैश जा रहा है, कैश क्या है, रियल अकाउंट है, सो वी विल क्रेडिट द रियल अकाउंट, क्रेडिट द कैश एज इट इज़ गोइंग आउट। तो इधर आपका जर्नल एंट्री इज़ वेरी सिंपल, वेजेस अकाउंट डेबिट टू एडवर्टीजमेंट एक्सपेंसेस अकाउंट डेबिट, सैलरीज अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश। देन हमको इंटरेस्ट रिसीव हुआ है, सिंस इंटरेस्ट रिसीव हुआ है तो ये हमारा क्या है, ये हमारा इनकम है। इनकम को हम क्या करते हैं, क्रेडिट करते हैं, क्योंकि ये आपका नॉमिनल अकाउंट है एंड उसका गोल्डन रूल है क्रेडिट द इनकम। कैश आ रहा है, कैश क्या है? नॉमिनल अकाउंट। हम नॉमिनल अकाउंट का रूल फॉलो करेंगे, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री क्या बनेगा? कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड अकाउंट। देन हमने कमीशन कमाया है, कमीशन रिसीव हुआ है, कमीशन आपका क्या है? इनकम है। एंड कैश क्या है? आपका रियल अकाउंट है। सो ये कैश आ रहा है बिजनेस में, सो वी विल डेबिट द कैश एज डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन। एंड कमीशन आपका इनकम है, सो वी विल फॉलो द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट, क्रेडिट द इनकम। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री बनता है कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू कमीशन अकाउंट। देन हमने फर्नीचर ख़रीदा है फॉर द बिजनेस। फर्नीचर आपका क्या है? रियल अकाउंट है। एंड कैश आपका क्या है? वो भी रियल अकाउंट है। सो आपके बिजनेस में आ क्या रहा है? फर्नीचर। और जा क्या रहा है? कैश जा रहा है। सो रियल अकाउंट का गोल्डन रूल क्या है? डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज़ आउट। इधर फर्नीचर आ रहा है, सो हम फर्नीचर को डेबिट करेंगे। कैश जा रहा है तो हम कैश को क्रेडिट करेंगे। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री बनता है फर्नीचर अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट। देन हमने मशीनरी को बेचा। मशीनरी को बेचा मतलब मशीन गया, मशीन आपके बिजनेस से गया है तो हम क्या करेंगे? मशीन को क्रेडिट करेंगे। एंड सिंस हमने मशीन को बेचा है तो मतलब कैश आया है बिजनेस में, सो कैश को क्या करेंगे? डेबिट। डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन। सो आपका जर्नल एंट्री बनता है कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू मशीनरी। सो इससे हमारा क्वेश्चन 2 हो गया है कंप्लीट। आई होप आपको बेसिक समझ में आया है कि हम जर्नल एंट्रीज़ को कैसे बनाते हैं, हम क्या रूल्स फॉलो करते हैं। ये हमने इन डिटेल जर्नल एंट्रीज़ को फॉर्म किया है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन से हम सीधा जर्नल एंट्री लिखेंगे, बट आपको ये माइंड में अपना हमेशा रूल्स को रीआइटरेट करना है एंड उस हिसाब से आपको अपना जर्नल एंट्रीज़ बनाने हैं। Let's continue with the third question. Enter the following transactions in the journal of Manohar Lal and Sons. Started business with cash rupees 60,000. Purchased furniture for cash rupees 10,000. Purchased goods for cash rupees 25,000. Bought goods from Kamlesh rupees 15,000. Paid cash to Kamlesh rupees 15,000. Purchased goods from Sohan for rupees 6,000. Purchased goods from Sohan for cash rupees 8,000. Paid rent for office rupees 1,000. Let's start with the first transactions. Pratap started business with cash rupees 60,000. That means cash has come into the business for rupees 60,000 and capital of Mr. Pratap is of rupees 60,000. Since capital is a personal account, as it is the giver to the business, we will credit capital account. Since it's a personal account, the golden rule of personal account is credit the giver. And cash has come into the business, it is the real account, so we will follow the rule of real account, that is debit what comes in. So your journal entry becomes cash account debit to capital account rupees 60,000. I hope you have noticed the format of journal entry. This is a very strict format. This is how it will be followed even in your exams, and also every time you make a journal entry in your journal book. The first column will be the date of transaction, then particulars, then you will have a column for ledger folio, as these journals are later posted into a ledger. So a ledger folio is a reference of page number of the ledger where this will be posted later on. and then you will have two columns for the amount of transaction for debit and credit. Then after every transaction you will write a narration explaining the transactions for your reference. And whenever we will write a journal entry, we will follow the rule for debit and credit. And the format for writing the debit and credit is whatever account that gets debited will be followed by debit, and whenever we write an account which is getting credited, we will start with the prefix to, comma. Let's continue with the second transaction. Pratap purchased furniture for cash. So since furniture and cash both are real account, we will follow the rules of real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. In this business, furniture is being purchased, so furniture is coming in, and since cash is being paid, cash is going out. So the journal entry will be furniture account debit to cash account rupees 10,000. Then goods has been purchased for cash, so the purchase account is a nominal account as it is an expense. The rule for nominal account is debit the expenses, and cash is going out for the expense. So cash being a real account, we will credit what goes out. So the journal entry becomes purchase account debit to cash account. Then Pratap purchased goods from Kamlesh. Since he bought it from Kamlesh, this is a credit account. This is a credit purchase, so we will debit the purchases as it is a nominal account. It is an expense account, and Kamlesh is a personal account. Since Kamlesh is the giver of goods, we will credit the giver as it is a personal account. So the journal entry becomes purchase account debit to Kamlesh account. We paid cash to Kamlesh for the purchases. So cash is going out. So cash is a real account. We will follow the rule credit what goes out. And Kamlesh is a personal account, so Kamlesh is receiving the cash, so we will debit the receiver. Therefore, the journal entry becomes Kamlesh account debit to cash account. We purchase goods from Sohan. Since Sohan is a personal account, we will credit Sohan as he is the giver of the goods. Credit the giver. That is a rule of personal account. And purchases is a expense account. We will debit the expenses, so the journal entry becomes purchase account debit to Sohan account. Then we purchase goods from Sohan for cash. Since cash is already mentioned, this becomes a cash purchase. Therefore, we will follow the rules where cash is going out. Since cash is a real account, so we will credit the cash account, and purchases is a nominal account, we will debit the expense. So the journal entry becomes purchase account debit to cash account. We have paid rent for the office, so rent is a expense account, we will debit the rent, and cash is going out, so we will credit cash as it is going out. So the journal entry becomes rent account debit to cash account. I hope you have understood the journal entries. We have directly written all the journal entries, but we have followed the same thought process that we have done in the question 2. Always remember, always reiterate the golden rules, and you will have no problem in writing the journal entry. Let's start with the next question. Enter the following transactions in the journal of Ganesh Bros. Sold goods to Dev rupees 1 lakh. Received from Dev in full settlement on his account rupees 98,000. Sold goods to Manmohan rupees 80,000. Manmohan returned goods rupees 1,000. Received cash from Manmohan in full settlement on his account rupees 78,200. Received cash from Ram 19,500 and discount allowed rupees 500. Paid cash to Pawan rupees 4,700 and discount received from him rupees 300. Sold goods to Varun of the list price of rupees 25,000 at 20% trade discount. Let's get started with the journal entries. So the first transaction is sold goods to Dev. We sold goods to Dev, so sales is a income account and we always credit the income. And Dev is a personal account. He is the receiver of goods, so we will debit the receiver. So the journal entry becomes Dev account debit to sales account. Then cash, we have received cash from Dev in full settlement. We have understood what does full settlement mean. Full settlement means that whatever we owe or someone owes to us, he or she has paid us in full settlement, that he has paid us fully. Whatever he owed us, he has fulfilled that amount. So here Dev has paid us in full settlement. However, we have received only 98,000, but Dev owed us rupees 1 lakh. So here in full settlement means that we have allowed a discount of the differential amount to Dev, that is rupees 200. So the discount that we have allowed is an expense towards us. So this will become a nominal account and we will debit the discount. And cash has come in, so cash is a real account, and so we will debit the cash. And Dev is the giver, so we will credit Dev as it is a personal account. So the journal entry becomes cash account debit, discount allowed rupees 2,000 debit, and to Dev rupees 1 lakh. So the journal entry will involve 3 accounts over here, as 3 transactions have been as 3 accounts has been included into this transaction. Then we have sold goods to Manmohan for rupees 80,000. So the transaction becomes Manmohan is a personal account, so he is the receiver of goods. So we will debit Manmohan account, and sales is an income account, so we will credit the income. So the journal entry becomes Manmohan account debit to sales account. Then Manmohan has returned some goods, so this includes sales return in the transaction. Since sales return is an expense account, we will debit the expense, and Manmohan is the giver of the goods, so we will credit Manmohan account. So the transaction becomes sales return account debit to Manmohan account rupees 1,000. Manmohan paid us cash in full settlement. He owed us rupees 79,000. However, he paid us cash rupees 78,200. So the difference amount is the discount that we have allowed him. The difference amount is rupees 800. So this discount allowed is an expense to us. So we will debit rupees 800. and we will debit cash as it has come in, and Manmohan is the giver of the cash, so we will credit Manmohan. So the journal entry becomes cash account debit, discount allowed debit to Manmohan account. We have received cash from Ram rupees 19,500 and discount allowed rupees 500. So the journal entry will be cash account debit as cash is coming in. We have allowed him discount, so discount allowed is an expense, so we will debit discount allowed. And Ram is the giver of cash, so we will credit the Ram account. So the journal entry is cash account debit, discount allowed rupees 500 debit to Ram account. We have given cash to Pawan in full settlement. We owed him rupees 500 and he has allowed us discount rupees 300, and we have paid him 4700. So we will debit Pawan as he is the receiver of cash rupees 5000. We paid him cash, so we will credit cash as it is going out, and he has allowed us discount, that is an income for us, that is a gain for us, so we will credit this discount rupees 300. So the journal entry will be Pawan account debit to cash account to discount received rupees 300. And lastly, we have sold goods to Varun rupees 20,000. Varun is the receiver of the goods, so we will debit Varun, and sales is the income, so we will credit income. So the journal entry will be Varun account debit to sales account rupees 20,000. Okay guys, that concludes the class for today. We have covered 2.5 questions for today. So I hope you have understood how we are going to do journal entries. There are many people who have difficulty while forming the journal entries. Even qualified chartered accountants have sometimes difficulty, but you have to follow the golden rules, that is the mantra of all the accountants. You have to chant it daily, morning and evening. So let's conclude the class with the golden rules. Let's repeat. So the golden rule for personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. For real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And for nominal account, debit the expenses, credit the income. You will never forget this. You will find it very easy to form journal entries once you follow this mantra and chant it daily. Till then, see you. Bye. We will continue with some more questions in the next video. I have uploaded the notes, the cheat sheet for this to understand the journal entry. Please go through the theory notes, and I have also included some practice problems for you to do it on your own. So please practice at home. This is the time that you can build a foundation for all the basics of accounting. So don't skip on this. Use this time, utilize it fully. Till then, bye. See you.